What's up, guys? I know it's been a while since my last Civilization restart video, but we've got one here. Alright, so here we have the Treaty of Mesopotamia, and first of all, Israel expanded like this bit, I think. I will be saying I think a lot, because I really can't remember what happened last time. I'm guessing Kokistan extended down here. Crimea definitely extended to, like, this territory. We see the Green Team government fully take over the Lime Team. India got a bit of land down here. Ren Team took over all of this UAE country, along with some land from Orange, I think. But we see that Orange and Purple have gone back to their original borders, because we actually see the return of the Green Team. So, yeah. So first up, we see that Germany completely finishes off the Netherlands, and this finally brings Britain into the war, along with Iberia and stuff. Once the ally has been completely taken, they join, along with the colony, and this means that the Netherlands colony is the only remaining part of it, which, seeing as they can't control themselves, well, they can't control their colony anymore, it will be handed over to the puppet state, making it look way better. But anyway, we see that Iberia is going to start to push up as they take over and recover all of Western France. We are going to see that Greece decides to take over all of this area as they recover some, like, all of these Balkan countries. Into the Baltics by the Germans is going to completely surround this lake as they start to push into Finland. As once they take over here, they also eventually land in Stockholm, which is really bad for this country. And while this is happening, Iberia continues to do their push across Western Europe, taking a lot of land from the Germans. And the Germans are like, crap, they're getting close to our capital along with Greece. I know. Which, speaking of Greece, just completely guns for the capital. And manages to start a claw around it for an encirclement to hopefully be able to take it over. And we see that Nordia, after all of this, finally surrenders over, giving Germany a lot more resources. And with these new resources and soldiers and manpower, they managed to push Greece back while also pushing back the Iberians, showing the full force of their army. But Iberia isn't going to take this, so they send their full force of army and just quickly take Berlin while splitting these guys in two, which may seem quick, but also, like, Germany tried their best, but they kind of got clobbered. The only reason they pushed back Iberia was so much is because of the influx of troops from, like, Finland and Stockholm and stuff, but after all those troops had kind of been used, it was gone. But now we see an armistice signed, and now we're going to look at the Treaty of Afro-Europe. Alright, so here we have the Treaty of Afro-Europe, and this is also known as the Treaty of Gibraltar, as it was right here in this major city. I'm going to use the state map a lot to explain this one, because I did use it a lot. We see that these two African states that were Italian mainly went over to Israel, but we saw that these went over to Iberia. So Iberia really got scammed there, and basically Israel does benefit a lot here. That's because just in the conference room, because they are the most powerful country in the world by a long shot, they were just like, yeah, you better give it to me, I'm going to invade you. So they got, like, a lot of land from this. They also got Malta and Sicily. But we see that France got resurrected, getting their old states plus Corsica and Sardinia. Netherlands got their old territory plus some old stuff they used to have, plus Copenhagen. Actually, I mean, France nearly got all their old territory, except for the fact that they didn't quite get this bit, but that was more Italian territory more. So they kind of benefited. Oops. They kind of benefited over here. But yeah, they just missed out on getting this major city from Iberia. We see that the puppet state of Netherlands colony just combined into one full puppet state colony. And we actually see that Germany gained some land, because if you look over here, they used to have up to here, but now they've got more of the Baltics. Also, you might notice Greece is back as an official country. They got to keep this bit of land, but in return, the Yugoslavian state just got to go up here. So that's pretty neat and dandy. But anyway, we're going to combine that down, and we're going to get rid of the state layer because states are officially abolished. And we're going to have two last things happen. That's stability. I need to fix that map, actually. Okay. Here we have diplomacy. We see that Ukraine didn't have a government, but Ukraine/Crimea has finally stabilized their government, and it is aristocracy, so they've gone north. So yeah, cool. And final thing, we see that North China, after all their expanding, they finally expand to the North Sea. Doesn't look very professional, but they do it. They expand up that pillar just to say, hey, we touched the Arctic Sea. Don't look good before. And they're like, yep, pretty cool, right? And everyone's like, Nordia already did that a while ago. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, and goodbye.